The way you were parented is in your body, not your memories, not your opinions about your childhood. Your body, and without awareness, without deliberate, effortful work, it is extremely likely that some of it will pass to the next generation. Not because you are a bad person, because that is simply how unprocessed experience moves through families. Today, I want to talk about how trauma is transmitted. Intergenerational trauma is not a metaphor. It is a documented psychological and physiological phenomenon. Here is how it works. A parent who experienced chronic stress or trauma in their own childhood develops certain patterns: hypervigilance, emotional unavailability, unpredictable responses to their child's needs, difficulty tolerating distress in themselves or in their child. None of this is intentional. Most parents doing this have no idea it is happening. But the child experiences these patterns as their baseline reality. Their nervous system organizes itself around them. They learn what love looks like from this person. They learn what safety feels like or doesn't feel like. And then they grow up. And they have children of their own. And without intervention, without awareness, the same patterns often surface again. Not as an exact copy, but as the same underlying current, wearing different clothes. This is not destiny, but it is a pull. And the first step in resisting a pull is knowing it is there. Breaking the cycle does not mean being a perfect parent or a perfect person. It does not mean having no triggers. It does not mean never losing your patience. It does not mean your childhood leaves no mark on your relationships. What it means, what researchers who study this specifically describe, is something called the earned secure attachment. That is when a person who did not have a consistently safe childhood walks through their history with enough awareness and support to provide their children or the people in their life with the security they themselves did not receive. It is not about what happened to you. It is about what you do with what happened to you. That distinction is everything. The research is clear on what actually interrupts trauma. First, a coherent narrative. The single biggest predictor of whether a parent passed on trauma was not what happened to them. It was whether they could tell a coherent, integrated story about what happened to them. Not a perfect story, not a resolved one, just one where they had made enough sense of their experience that it was not running them unconsciously. Therapy helps with this. So does honest conversation. Second, repaired rupture. No parent regulates perfectly all the time. The research suggests what matters most is the repair that follows. A parent who loses their temper and then returns, apologizes, reconnects, models something more powerful than consistent perfection. They model that rupture is survivable, that relationship repair is possible, that love persists through difficulty. Third one, safe relationship outside the family. One consistent, regulated adult in a child's life, a grandparent, a teacher, a family friend, can buffer the impact of an imperfect home environment. I want to name something that often comes up when people engage with this topic: grief. Grief for the childhood that was not given to you. And sometimes, for parents who are watching this, grief about things you may have already passed on before you knew better. Knowing better now is not too late. Children are not defined by any single chapter. Relationships are not frozen at their worst moment. Repair is available at almost any stage. And the fact that you are here watching this, seeking to understand, is itself the beginning of something different. You cannot go back and give yourself the childhood you needed, but you can be part of what changes it for the person in front of you, for the generation after that. That is what breaking the cycle actually looks like. Before the next video, here is what to take with you. You do not have to be perfect to break the cycle. You have to be aware, you have to be willing, and you have to be prepared to repair when you get it wrong. That is enough. If this series has helped you understand yourself, share this video because someone in your life is carrying a pattern they do not yet understand. Subscribe. Turn on notifications. The cycle ends with the person who decides to understand it.